What's up, ladies and gentlemen of the interweb? Today is Thursday, February 8th, 2024, and this is Play By, the show where I bring you the best PlayStation news in a tiny bite-sized form. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below. On today's episode of Play By, we're talking about Toys for Bob. Is it actually shutting down? What's going on? So late last night, an article by the San Francisco Chronicle came out stating that Toys for Bob was shutting down, Microsoft was laying off the remainder of the studio, and that was that. It was done. Everybody, and I mean everybody, was freaking out thinking Spyro was dead and gone. I mean, this isn't even the first video I made about this. The original video will never be released because more information came out, but I went on a whole 10-minute rant about how I hate Microsoft now. But here's the facts that we know for sure. About 86 people got laid off, which is very concerning because Toys for Bob just had about 30 people laid off last week, and they only had about 140 employees to begin with. So they are definitely down to a skeleton crew. The good news is those who remain are apparently moving to a remote-only workplace, which honestly, I mean, everyone in tech's doing that anyways, so that part makes sense. But if you're going to remote-only, why fire all these people? Because literally what you pay in rent in San Francisco could pay pretty much the salary of all these people. After about a couple hours after that, notable Xbox leaker Jez Corden came out and said that he got confirmation that Toys for Bob is indeed not shutting down. But then other people who are much more knowledgeable in this whole Toys for Bob situation, like Canadian guy A, he's much more ingrained in Toys for Bob, like he has personal connections and stuff there. He said this 86 people getting laid off is essentially the entire team, that the numbers aren't massive, which I agree with. So I'm very confused as to what's going on. If they're not shutting down Toys for Bob, did they literally just fire everybody except for like the director and said, hey, you're just gonna hire new people? Like, what's going on at this point? We know for a fact Spyro 4 is no longer happening. We know for a fact that Crash Team Rumble is on the verge of being sunset. And we know Microsoft has stated that they want big return on investment, so what that more than likely means is Toys for Bob is going to be thrown into Call of Duty. So from the way it looks right now, Toys for Bob itself is not shutting down, but the Toys for Bob that we know is pretty much gone. The Toys for Bob that brought us Spyro is no more, but the Toys for Bob that supports Call of Duty I guess is going to stick around. Now that part is just my personal speculation. We do not know if they're going to be moved over to Call of Duty. We have no idea what's going on with Toys for Bob, period, right now. But if I had to guess, that would be what I would assume. All in all, this actually really sucks. During my 3 to 4 year YouTube hiatus before I came back last October, I kind of got my professional start in the world and I started applying to all these different jobs. I didn't get the job at Toys for Bob, but I did go through their interview process. Everyone at the team seemed incredibly cool, incredibly nice. I feel like it would be one of the places you could work that you would have not a single problem with any employee. You would have nothing but fun and friends all around you. So I hope that if this really is true that the entire team is gone, I do hope that whoever comes in next to fill in these spots, if the team doesn't get shut down completely, that they are just as cool, just as friendly, and you know, that Toys for Bob culture can really stay alive. Either way, the leakers did say if this Microsoft Activision deal gets approved, that we're not going to like Xbox for much longer, that many people are going to start to hate them. And it seems like that's true. At this point, I'm going to be completely real with you. I am expecting them to close down anyone at any point, at any time, cancel any game at any point, anytime. And I really feel like we're going to end up really hating Activision and Microsoft before this whole thing is said and done. But with that being said, now that we know that they might not actually be shutting down for sure, how do you feel about this? Let me know in the comments down below. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, try not to die, and I'll see you in the next video.